Welcome to the product development process by Team NervExcited. We started our product development journey in January during the January experience. We were tasked with developing a product from start to finish and making a pitch to potential investors. We'll now walk you through the product development flowchart. Mission statement was our first task. We talked through our mission statement definition and reviewed examples provided in the lecture slides. Our initial proposal was to deliver a walking device for those afflicted with lower body injuries that can be easily used and stored when not in use. We compared the above statement to confirm that all aspects of the mission statement definition were covered, noting that anywhere in the lecture slides the word should be translated into must. We looked at the key items that we needed to deliver for our mission statement: a brief description of the product, key business goals, target markets for the product, assumptions that constraints the development effort, and also considering our stakeholders. This was our final mission statement. We wanted to deliver a walking aid to replace conventional crutches for those afflicted with lower body injuries or disabilities that is easy to use, easy to store away when not in use, and will be available for patients, medical providers, pharmacies, and other retailers. Next up was concept development. Concept development was by far the largest part of the process and broken down into many sub-steps. Now we'll go through the flow for concept development, starting with identifying customer needs. After brainstorming as a team to come up with ideas, we also conducted interviews with customers to get firsthand feedback for individuals who actually use crutches. We compiled the data and created the hierarchical category list below. We wanted a walking aid that allowed for the use of hands, was ergonomically comfortable, had a low life speed impact, could be easily handled, was maneuverable, could be used on multiple levels, fits in a car, could be easily adjusted, was collapsible, could be stored, could be used on multiple terrains, and was affordable. The hierarchical categories that we previously showed was the summarized list. Here you can see the individual customer needs that made up each of the categories. The next phase of the PDP journey was to establish our target specifications, also analyzing competitive products. Step one was to prepare a list of metrics. We started with our needs to metrics conversion. You can see on the left-hand side, we listed out our hierarchical categories of needs, and on the right-hand side, we generated metrics for each of those needs. Next, we generated our metrics list, where we again kept our needs and generated several categories and showed how they impacted each of the needs, and also had measurables underneath each category. Finally, we generated our metrics list with importance, showing the metrics numbers, as well as all the need numbers and how they could apply to multiple metrics, the actual metric, the unit, and then importance based on the weighting. Step two was competitive benchmarking. Each team member selected a family of walking aids/mobility devices to investigate. First, we took the traditional crutches, followed by forearm crutches, devices that attach to the injured limb that don't require the use of crutches, and finally, knee scooters. We generated a competitive benchmarking summary of all the devices we evaluated. We then rated them using a star scale to look for the high achievers. Which allowed us to generate marginal and ideal values for our potential concept, making sure we had justification for each item. The next stage of the product development process journey was to generate product concepts. The team used multiple product development tools to generate our concepts. We used bisociation, concept classification trees, and trees. Concept classification trees ended up being our most productive tools as that allowed us to generate the most ideas. As you can see, the team created multiple ideas and ultimately ended up with over 100 concepts. Here are just a few of the concepts we generated while trying to keep our customer needs at the forefront. Not being painful on weight-bearing joints, able to fit in a car, being able to adjust and use efficiently, and the ability to go up and down stairs or level changes. Next, we needed to select a product concept. The team used multi-voting and concept screening to narrow down our over 100 choices. We conducted 3 rounds of multi-voting. Between rounds 2 and 3, the team felt that it was necessary to go through our concepts and look at ways to combine them to incorporate more features to satisfy more customer needs. Following this, we ended up with 10 ideas that we wanted to proceed with and use AHP to have narrowed down to our top choices. As the AHP weighting showed that our top 3 choices were very close, the team tried to incorporate aspects of all designs into our final concept. After conducting thorough user research to identify the needs and pain points of crutch users, including those with varying mobility levels and conditions, we have arrived at our final concept, a forearm crutch that allows a user to alternate weight-bearing points, that is easily adjustable and customizable to accommodate users of varying sizes and mobility levels. It incorporates sensors and other advanced technology, like a user-friendly app that can be used in conjunction with the smart crutch, that allows users to track their progress, set goals, and receive feedback from their medical professionals, if they choose. We feel that this design would allow for a cost-effective production process, allowing for mass market distribution at an affordable price point. By prioritizing innovation, user experience, and cost effectiveness, we believe that our smart crutch design can significantly improve the quality of life for crutch users, promoting greater mobility and independence. Reflection on the results of the product development process. What went well? Team NervExcited worked extremely well together. Team members were very flexible and often utilized one another's strengths to complete this process. Nothing really went poorly for our team, as we were fortunate enough to gel such that we didn't have any poor experiences. Despite the stresses, we relied on one another to overcome all challenges. If we had to do this all over again, we'd get out of our comfort zone and be more decisive rather than spending so much time going over potential options instead of making a final decision and moving forward.